Match watching action, bragging rights, and don't forget, fast banter waits us in the match day 4 of the English Premier League. Welcome to the VJ Wale Premier League review show. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at VJ Wale, and also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at VJ Wale, so that we can actually keep the conversation going. Of course, first up is Luton Town FC versus West Ham. This will be the first time both teams will be meeting in the English Premier League. And when you look at their current form at this point, of West Ham are the better side on paper because they have won 2 games and they have actually drawn 1. The biggest win was the one against Chelsea, while Luton Town have actually lost all their first 3 Premier League games. It's going to be a cracker, no doubt about it, but on paper West Ham should actually get to win this particular game. Sheffield United versus Everton. Both teams has actually met around 11 times. Sheffield United has won 4 times, while Everton has won 5 times, and there have been 2 draws between them, and this will be the first time both teams will be securing a point or 3 points, as the case may be, because they are yet to actually get to win any of their last 3 Premier League games. Brentford against Bournemouth. This will be the 8th time both teams will be playing, and in the previous meeting, Brentford has won 5 times, while Bournemouth has won just twice, and there have been 1 draw. And when you look at their current position on the league table, Brentford are in 9th position, while Bournemouth are in the 16th position. Of course, it's going to be a cracker, no doubt about it. But when you look at the last 2 games, Bournemouth also lost their last 2 games against Spurs and Liverpool, while Brentford had actually they drew their last game against Crystal Palace and they won 3 goals to nothing against Fulham. So, and when you look at the position on the league table, Brentford are in 9th position, while Bournemouth are in 16th position. In this particular game, I actually predict a draw. Burnley will host Tottenham Hotspur. In their last 21 meetings, Burnley has won just 4 games, while Tottenham has won 13 games, and there have been 4 draws in between them. And when you look at the current form in the Premier League, you see that Burnley actually lost their 2 opening games, while Tottenham Hotspur won their last 2 games against Bournemouth, against Manchester United, and Burnley are in 18th position, while Tottenham Hotspur are in 3rd position. Of course, there's going to be a cracker, no doubt about it, but we should expect Tottenham should go all the way to win this particular game. The Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. Both teams has been very busy in the transfer market. Of course, in the last 16 meetings, Chelsea has won 8 of those games, while Nottingham Forest has won just 3, and there have been 5 draws. In their last meeting at the Stamford Bridge, it actually ended 2-2 draw in that particular one. And when you look at their current form in the Premier League table, Chelsea are in 10th position, while Nottingham Forest are in 14th position. Chelsea won their last game 3-0 over Luton Town FC, while Nottingham Forest actually lost the last game at Old Trafford, despite going 2-0 up in the first 5 minutes of that particular game. Of course, it's going to be a cracker, but this game should definitely end in favor of Chelsea. Current champions Manchester City will be up against Fulham. This will be the 35th time both teams will be meeting. Of course, in the last 34 matches, Manchester City has won 20 of those games, while Fulham has won just 4 of those games, and there have been 10 draws. In the last meeting, Manchester City defeated Fulham 2-1 right there at the Covent Cottage. And when you look at the current form, Manchester City won their last 2 games in the Premier League, while Fulham actually drew their last 2 games. And when you look at the current spot on the league table, Manchester City are in 1st position, while Fulham are in 12th position. Of course, this should be a one-way traffic for Pep Guardiola's men. I predict that this game will end in favor of Manchester City. Brighton versus Newcastle United. Of course, both teams has played 15 times. Brighton has won 6 of those games. Newcastle has won just 3 games, and there have been 6 draws. And when you look at their last meeting in the English Premier League, Newcastle actually defeated Brighton 4-1 right there at St James Park last season. And when you look at their current form, both teams actually lost at the last game. Brighton lost 3-1 at home to West Ham, while Newcastle lost at home 2-1 to Liverpool. And when you look at the current position on the log, Brighton are in 6th position, Newcastle are in 13th position. Of course, this game the pendulum can actually swing in any way, so I can predict a draw in this particular game. Crystal Palace versus Wolves. Of course, 15 times both teams has met, and Crystal Palace has won 8 times, Wolves has won just 5 times, and there have been 2 draws. Of course, the last meeting, Wolves defeated Crystal Palace 2-0, And when you look at their current form in the English Premier League, Crystal Palace drew their last match against Brentford 1-1. Wolves were 1-0 winners over Everton. And when you look at their current position on the log, Crystal Palace are in 11th position, Wolves are in 15th position. Of course, it's going to be a cracker, but no doubt about it, Crystal Palace should win this particular game. But I will reckon a draw. At Anfield is Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Of course, this will be the 59th time. Both teams will be meeting. Liverpool has won 33 times. Aston Villa has won 15 times. And there have been 11 draws between those sides. The last time they played right there at the Anfield, it was 1-1. It actually ended. And when you look at their current form, Liverpool actually won their last game against Newcastle 2-1, while Aston Villa were 3-1 winners over Burnley. When you look at their current position on the log, Liverpool in 4th position, while Aston Villa are in 7th position. Of course, Liverpool should get to secure all the 3 points in this particular game. The last game, which is the biggest game of the week, is at the Emirates Stadium, where Manchester United will be playing away to Arsenal. Of course, 71 times both teams has met previously. Arsenal has won 19 times. Manchester United has won 32 times, and there have been 20 draws in between those sides. And the last time they met was in the preseason tour in the United States, where Manchester United were 2-0 winners. But in the English Premier League, Arsenal defeated Manchester United at 3-2 at the Emirates Stadium. Of course, when you look at their current form, Arsenal drew their last game 2-2 right there at the Emirates Stadium against Fulham, while Manchester United came from 2-0 down to win that game right there at the Old Trafford 3-2 against Nottingham Forest. Of course, when you look at their position on the log, Arsenal in 5th position, Manchester United are in 8th position. No doubt about it, it's going to be a cracker, but I expect Arsenal to go all the way to win this particular game. Of course, those are the review of the weekend. Feel free for you to drop your comment, your prediction of the weekend games, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at VJ Wale Show. Of course, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all at VJ Wale, so that we can actually keep the conversation going. Endeavor to share this video. Thank you. Bye bye for now, and God bless.